assistant coaches for Watertown, Michaela Antonellis and Hayden Pereira, and your head coach is Michael Tempesta. And now at this time, let's meet the starting lineup for our Arlington Spy Ponders. A sophomore, number 11, Lucy Poe. A senior, number 35, Annika Sturmer. Also senior, number 14, Alina McCulloch. A senior, number 12, Maria Notes. And rounding up the starting five, the senior, number 5, Louise Mueller. Your assistant coaches for Arlington are Colleen Kane, Don Pazia, and Joey Pazia, and your head coach is Nick Martinelli. And now at this time, we'll please ask you to rise to honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to the Old Waltham High School gym for this MIAA girls varsity basketball game between Watertown High School and the Spy Ponders from Arlington. My name is Lewis McCulloch alongside Jeff Spector with Alex Mueller on the camera and Brad Carmen tracking stats for us. We'd like to thank Miles Donato and ACMi Sports for handling the production tonight, allowing us to bring today's game to you live. Watertown comes into tonight's game with a record of 6-5 and is currently ranked 18th in Division III. They are coming off a dominant victory over Winchester on Tuesday by a score of 48-19. Arlington now stands with a record of 5-6 and is ranked 29th in Division I. Arlington is coming off a little bit of a tough stretch of games, losing 3 in a row to some high-quality competition, and is also dealing with a rash of non-COVID related illnesses that will again affect who is available to play in tonight's game. Jeff, happy Friday. I hope you are feeling okay. Let me get your thoughts on this matchup as tip-off is about to get underway.
Yeah, happy Friday, Lewis. Obviously, Watertown gives us problems. I know they gave us a hard time last year with the injury or with the illnesses we have. With any luck, it's just a competitive game, and we'll take our chances down the stretch.
Tip-off goes to Watertown, but it's quickly thrown out of bounds for a turnover. It'll be Arlington basketball, and I'll just set the starting lineup here for the Spy Ponders. Senior captain Weezy Mueller and senior captain Alina McCulloch are joined by seniors Mireya Noakes and Annika Sturma, and they are joined by junior Lucy Pogue as the first shot is up for Mueller, is just out. It's a rebound and then a foul called on Noakes. And mentioned in the intro, Jeff, a couple of notable absences still. The team is missing Eileen Lucas and Avery Spector due to illness, so it'll be interesting to see how Coach Martinelli fills in the large gap, large shoes to fill with those players out. Turnover there, Noakes with the steal, and Mueller brings it up. McCulloch drives, gets it up, can't get it to finish, and Toria Dicker for Watertown, a player that is familiar to a lot of these Arlington players, gets the rebound for Watertown, number 5 for Watertown, senior captain.
Yeah, you know, with those 2 losses, obviously, Eileen has been on an absolute tear prior to her getting sick last week. So you certainly lose your, you're losing your starting point guard and someone who's been, wrecking other teams defensively. And then with Avery, obviously, certainly getting less playing time, but, still a defensive presence nonetheless. And just speed and athleticism that's, missed.
Mueller drives and gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. And as usual, Jeff, key opportunity here for the Spy Ponders to get some points at the free throw line. Ponders on occasion have struggled gaining points, being able to get to the line early like Mueller just did, get one to go, see the ball go through the net. It can be a positive thing for the offensive side.
Absolutely. Just watching the ball goes through makes you believe the next one will go.
Mueller 2 for 2, and the Spy Ponders are on the board first. In a little bit of a press here, and that's going to be off the bottom of the backboard, not out of bounds, but thrown away. Nice steal by Sturma. Mueller gathers the offense. Sturma out to Noakes. Back to McCulloch up top. She'll drive left, kick it out to Sturma. Swings it to Noakes. Good ball movement here by the Spy Ponders, firing it around. Watertown doing a nice job recovering. Sturma will drive. And it'll be out of bounds. It'll stay Arlington basketball. Good attack there by Sturma, but nice defense by Watertown to stay in front. Sturma into McCulloch. McCulloch backs down, and we'll get called. Watertown number 3 called for that foul, so that's 2 fouls early here in the quarter on Watertown. Sturma to inbound the ball. Martinelli reminding the team that the shot clock has reset, so there's absolutely no rush here on this offensive possession. Mueller out to McCulloch. Sees the middle open, kicks it out to Pogue. Drives and kicks to McCulloch. She'll put up another shot and get that one to go.
Great
and again, great ball movement, waiting for the opportunity, kind of probing to see if the defense is there.
Good turnover.
Incredible steal by Sturma, and Mueller quickly up. Perfect start for Coach Martinelli and the Spy Ponders tonight. Early 6-0 lead, and the Watertown head coach calls a timeout to get his troops reset.
Absolutely. With the last few games, the Melrose game possibly being an exception, Arlington's been able to get a very clear indication, I think, early on in some of these games, if their press is going to be effective. Against the Wooburns of the world, it's not going to. It's hard to press a team when they're taller than you at almost every position. They're just as athletic as you at every position. It's hard for it to be effective, time after time after time. There's other teams though where we just match up really well, where we are more athletic. There's not really a height mismatch per se, and we can just turn the screws to them. We did it a couple weeks ago, and it was a clear difference in a win versus what would have been a close game. Perhaps the same thing tonight could be a difference.
Yeah, good point, Jeff. I definitely see that, and think when the press works, it can feed upon itself and get everybody engaged. And when we get some easy buckets, and that's going to be the second foul called on Noakes as she fouls Captain Adriana Williams.
Just a little too over-aggressive there.
And good to see number 4, junior Melina O'Hagan, back from sickness. Re-enters the game for Arlington. Usually a starter for Arlington, so good to see her back on the court.
Got to cut the sideline.
And that time, Watertown does a nice job breaking the press, but can't finish. They will learn quickly that rim is bent, and they will see how quickly they adjust. It did go out of bounds off of Arlington. It'll remain Watertown ball.
It's like that game at the Carnival with the tilted bucket. If you can toss it in there, you'll make it in this room too.
Good post up and finish for number 12. And Watertown in a little bit of a press here. So the other thing to watch, Jeff, is to see if Arlington is able to break the press, which is something that they struggled a little bit with against Melrose. Again, another sort of bellwether indicator for the Spy Ponders.
And again, it's a perfect example where, you know, Mueller can obviously do it as a point guard, but that's where when you're missing Lucas, you know, just someone with the speed and the ball handling, where sometimes if the pass isn't there, you can just single-handedly break a, you know, a quasi-weak zone or quasi-weak press.
Turnover there for the Spy Ponders. A little bit of indecision. I think she was looking, Pogue was looking for the back door there for McCulloch, wasn't quite there. Good defense by Watertown. Four quick points scored by Watertown after the timeout, so nice call by their coach to get them settled down and on the board. Arlington will try to figure out where this press is weak, and Alina's gets it over.
Nice passes.
Great passing, great finish by Lucy Pogue. Nice assist by O'Hagan, and that was a three-pass press break, and that's what we need. Good recovery by the Spy Ponders there. Drive by Watertown is good.
3 in a row. 3 possessions in a row. 3 possessions ago, Watertown breaks it by being able to just beat you up the sideline. 2 possessions back, they beat it right up the middle. And this last possession, we just didn't set it fast enough after the basket. Girls weren't in the right position. I would still argue the press will work, but you got to keep your principles. You got to shut down the sidelines. You can't allow the penetration through the middle, and then you have to get set after a made basket.
So number 12, Caroline I'm sorry about the names. Misses the first one. I'll let Jeff pronounce that one.
Caroline Andrade.
There we go.
Andrade.
Andrade. We'll go with Andrade.
I like it.
Second shot for Andrade is good. Cuts the Spy Ponder lead to 1. Pogue inbounds to Mueller. And that's going to be a good aggressive drive by Weezy. We're going to have to force the referees to make some calls. That's the 3rd on Watertown. And the 2nd on their number 3. Alana Gary, senior captain. Ooh. Stolen by number 12 and missed by Gary. Great rebound by O'Hagan, forcing the jump ball, and it stays Watertown basketball.
Janky rim bails us out. Good help.
Garna drives, misses the layup, but offensive rebound, another chance. Serena Doman, number 15 for Arlington, into the game for the first time. Good box out and rebound by McCulloch. No call on that one. And the referee gets McCulloch for a foul on the drive. And Gary will go to the line for 2. First shot for Gary, rims out. Second shot is short. Again, offensive rebound for Watertown, 2 of them. Extra possessions, ends up in two more points for Watertown, and they take the lead for the first time tonight, 9-8. Pass a little bit late. McCulloch couldn't quite handle it. That's another turnover. Drive by.
Another one.
Another offensive rebound. And another one. Number 12 is really dominating the glass right now. Jump ball. It's going to be Arlington basketball, and Coach Martinelli calls a timeout. And pretty clear what the message is going to be on this timeout, which is got to box out, got to go out and get the rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, what's frustrating about this, right? They've given up 9 points. 6 of them, three straight possessions in transition. 2 points because they got 3 offensive rebounds on a possession, and then a free throw on another turnover. They haven't scored out of half court. This is literally just due to turnovers and a lack of ability to break the press. And also frustrating, I feel like all of the turnovers in the press break are coming right up the middle of the court. We're not looking to get the ball to the wings. We're not looking to beat them up the sidelines. We're going right into the heart of where they're actually, most of their girls are standing, which is they have like 3 girls sort of waiting between the top of the three-point line and half court. And that's right where we're trying to feed the pass to.
So we'll see if the message was received by the Spy Ponders. Mireya Noakes enters the game, replacing Alina McCulloch. Watertown, you can imagine, is going to keep the press up and on as it has been working. We'll see if the Spy Ponders can adjust, Jeff, like you were talking about, and get back into the flow. Noakes into Mueller. She'll bring it up with the dribble a little bit more herself. Noakes back to Mueller.
Oh.
And that's going to be a 10-second call. And a warning, I believe, on Coach Martinelli. Referee didn't like the conversation they were having and told him back off a little bit and get a warning.
So we don't get the quick whistle on the foul on Mueller, but we get the quick whistle on Coach.
Yep. Number 12 drives Isabella Jardine into the game for the Spy Ponders. Good to see her back from sickness as well. Oh. No call, but good rebound by Jardine. Good hustle by Jardine to keep it in. She finds Mueller, and Mueller will finally break it across half court. Doman looks to drive.
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Spy Ponder turnover. Williams to inbound.
Backside.
Toria Dicker brings it up for Watertown, who seems to have settled into this game, Jeff. They're breaking the press and moving the ball with a snap right now. Looked like a travel, no call. Good pressure being applied by Noakes. Arlington flying around. It's good to see. Got to keep the defensive pressure up without fouling. They do that, and can't come down with the offensive. Can't come down with the defensive rebound. It's out of bounds off Doman. It'll stay here. Watertown ball on the baseline. So really good defense there, Jeff. For 29 seconds, we got 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And I don't think Watertown recognized it. That's got to be a shot clock violation, which it was. So great defense there by the Spy Ponders, playing for a full 35 seconds, forcing a bad shot.
One surefire way to make sure we get the ball after the shot.
Exactly. Watertown backs off the press this time. Mueller's able to bring it across with no problem. Uses the screen from O'Hagan.
Good look.
Bounces it into her. Settles her feet. Out to Doman. Doman drives.
Out of bounds.
And is out of bounds again. McCulloch is into the game, replaces Doman.
Too easy.
Toria Decker right around McCulloch on that one. Again, not the inability to secure the defensive rebound is really hurting Arlington right now. Thankfully, Watertown isn't punishing us with that too much, as they haven't really converted points.
No.
Noakes with a rebound up to Mueller, and Arlington continues to trail as this by one only as this quarter winds down. A little bit of a lull here on the offensive side. Noakes surveys, gets it to McCulloch up top. She backs up, waits for the screen from Jardine, uses it, finds Noakes, out to O'Hagan. She'll take the jumper. Good shot, can't get it to go. Mueller tries to get the rebound. Good hustle by 3 Spy Ponders. Everybody's on the ground. The referee's going to call a jump ball. You love to see that. That was great hustle, great effort by 3 senior ball players there, getting on the ground and forcing the tie-up.
Good job closing sideline.
And the trap was applied. Noakes and Mueller were doing a nice job. It looked like Adriana was leaning out of bounds, but the Watertown coach was able to call that timeout, his second. And that gives us an opportunity to welcome in our Arlington High School fans watching from across Arlington and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, as well as in places as far away as Colorado, Maryland, Illinois, Washington, and Maine. We hope you all had a great week, and we love that you are spending some of your Friday evening with us. So, Jeff, kind of an offensive drought for both teams, a little bit of a chaotic game. Honestly, I don't mind that. I don't think Coach Martinelli's going to mind that too much in terms of flying around on defense, making it hard on them. I think if we correct the rebounding issue and continue to work on breaking the press, we can find some success here tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, neither team, I don't think either team has scored in the half court.
Right.
Arlington scored off turnovers from the press and then a couple free throws. Same thing goes for Watertown. So, again, secure the rebounds, like you said, on the defensive end. You know, and I also agree with you. They want this to be an up and down game, speed it up, and keep Watertown out of rhythm.
Yep. Nice drive by Williams. Dicker out to number 4, finds number 14. Adriana drives and gets that to go. Noakes into Mueller, and Watertown is back into that press. The middle is not open. Weezy finds McCulloch. Drives through 2 people, backdoor cut from Noakes, and she's fouled, and that's going to be on the floor. So we won't get the 2 points there. Mueller to inbound. Lofts it out to O'Hagan, hands off to Noakes. McCulloch trying to find O'Hagan on the back door, wasn't there. Mueller for 3. Online, just short. It's going to be Watertown ball. .8 seconds, and Adriana finds Melina O'Hagan, who can't get the shot up. Mueller takes one after the buzzer, and of course that one falls. Pretty much sums up the offensive quarter for the Spy Ponders. So end of 1, Arlington trailing by 3, 8-11. Weezy leading the way for the Spy Ponders with 4. Good start to the quarter, Jeff, and then a little bit of a tail off for the Spy Ponders. Just a couple of notes. We're excited that at halftime today, there will be a raffle drawing. So thank you to all of you who bought raffle tickets. You do not have to be here in person to win either the first prize of 2 Celtics tickets or second prize 2 Bruins tickets. We got your phone numbers and emails down, and we will be in touch. But Assistant Athletic Director Rich Thornton will be pulling the winning tickets at halftime. So we'll try to catch those names and make the announcement in the third quarter. So no change to the lineup for Coach Martinelli as we get the second quarter underway. McCulloch into Mueller. Jardine fake screen, handoff to Noakes. And that's going to be a travel. Was again looking for the back door, just wasn't there. A little bit of indecision causes the turnover for the Spy Ponders.
Turnover right back.
Watertown very generously returns the favor and gives it right back. So we'll start the second quarter again. Mueller surveys, finds McCulloch. She drives and gets fouled from behind. Good drive there. Natalie Haley fouled McCulloch, and she will go to the line for 2. See a few of my friends from Watertown in the crowd. I will note that Greg McComber showed up late to the game, for the record. First shot for McCulloch, rattles around and out. Second shot's good. Lucy Pogue back into the game, replacing Isabella Jardine.
Good job cutting the sideline.
Nice
Good
steal
hands.
by
Look
McCulloch. Finds Mueller, bounce pass.
And more.
No foul. And Watertown pushes the pace, going the other way. Good recovery by the Spy Ponders. 3-point shot for Watertown is good. Mueller to McCulloch, back to Mueller as we try to break the Watertown press. O'Hagan secures it, finds McCulloch, who drives, kicks it out to Noakes. She'll find Weezy. Weezy will take it and make
Bang.
it. And that's been a good development recently, Jeff.
Yeah.
Mueller starting to take and make a lot more percentage of her threes. That was a good-looking shot.
Yep. Last couple of weeks, it's definitely starting to find her stroke.
Nice shot by Pogue to recover and get the block.
Late.
Oh, late call foul. That was Lucy Pogue doing her Kristaps Porzingis impersonation there, getting back and blocking a shot. But she's called for the foul. It'll be 2 shots for Brooke Lambeau. First shot is no good, and number 12 back into the game for Watertown, along with number 35, Annika Sturma, back in, replacing Mireya Noakes.
What? Sorry, that was on the air. The refs think that they're in a 1-on-1, except the foul is reset. There we go.
Thankfully, Jeff, they weren't talking about whether it was a one-on-one or a shot. It was one on each side. I was going to be really nervous if the ref didn't know that rule, but I think we're good.
Yes.
Jury's still out. Second shot, no good. And even though Watertown came up with that, it looked like it was because of a violation. So it will be Arlington ball, down 2 here in the second quarter. No press this time by Watertown, so Mueller's able to come across and set the offense. Kicks it to Sturma. Sturma surveys, hands it to O'Hagan.
Nice
Backdoor
pass.
by Pogue, kicks it out, and that's stolen by Watertown. Williams drives. Good drive by number 12. Great help by Lucy Pogue. And Mueller can push. We got numbers. Arlington's got numbers if we go.
Just got to stay spread.
Finds McCulloch down low. Finds Pogue. No call, going up and getting hit.
Unfortunately, they had a 4-on-2, but all the Arlington girls were in the paint.
Yeah,
so the 2 defenders were able to guard all 4 of them.
A little bit of lack of spacing there. Lambeau drives. Good pressure. Good double team. And number 12 drives, crashes in. Great backdoor cut and finish by number 12. McCulloch back to Mueller. Using the screen from Pogue, takes another 3. That one's blocked. Sturm is able to get her hand on it, but Lambeau is able to come up with the ball for Watertown.
It was weird. I couldn't quite figure out what kind of defense Watertown was in there, because it looked like maybe some kind of 1-3-1.
Williams drives, swings it up top to Lambeau. Dicker drives on Sturma, spins into the lane, puts it up, no good. And Mueller comes down with a rebound. Pushes up. Watertown doing a nice job this time getting back. Mueller to Sturma. Over to O'Hagan. In tight. Not a lot there in the zone. Looks like a 1-3-1, Jeff, like you said, yeah.
But it's weird, right? Because they're not, it doesn't look like they're trying to trap out of it up top.
McCulloch doing a nice job spinning. Again, no call. A lot of contact. And that's jump ball, and it will be Watertown basketball. Substitutions for Arlington, replacing Annika Sturma and Lucy Pogue, are Meredith Carmen, good to see her back, and Isabella Jardine back into the game. Lambo spins, kicks it out to Williams, open for three, and it snaps the net. Watertown leads 19-12 here. Nice stretch for them. Arlington needs to do something to get back into the flow offensively here. McCulloch drives. That's going to be out of bounds, and Martinelli, Coach Martinelli, is going to call a timeout on that one. Watertown playing with a lot of confidence right now. And Arlington, I think, looking for answers.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things, right? I think offensively, the composure has actually been good. They're not rushing. They're taking their time in their offensive sets, but there's just too many turnovers. Whether it's just some passes or whether it's travels or whatever, there's just too many turnovers in the offensive sets. And then at the same point, they're gonna have to figure something out defensively, because at this point, Watertown's looks, they're making their 3-pointers now. So ultimately we got to do a better job taking away wide open shots. And as we've commented throughout the first half of the season, Arlington does a really good job holding opponents to under 40 points, usually somewhere in that 35 to 40 point range. And right now it feels like Watertown's starting to pick up the pace offensively. Arlington's struggling to score tonight. So again, they just have to turn up the defensive intensity. Hopefully create a couple turnovers here on the press, and then get back to locking them down in the half court.
Yep. Dicker gets the ball back and breaks the press by herself. Finds underneath, and yeah, case in point right there, Jeff. Watertown breaks the press, gets an easy layup. Mueller out to Carmen. It's going to be a turnover. Watertown again pushing and just looking like a different team from that first quarter, playing with a lot of confidence.
Yep.
Another offensive rebound, just can't happen.
Arlington's just second to every ball right now.
McCulloch out to Mueller. Mueller finds Carmen. She'll take a three. Can't get it to go. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Lambo and stay Arlington basketball. Mueller to inbound. Finds McCulloch. Hands it back to Mueller. Waits for the O'Hagan screen. Uses it. Finds Carmen. Back to Mueller. Mueller drives. Nothing there. Watertown in a really tough defense for us right now. Lambo was able to come up with a steal and just another turnover. Arlington look a little confused what to do against the 1-3-1. McCulloch steals it. And that's going to be a foul on Isabella Jardine.
And again, typically in a 1-3-1, one of the best ways to attack is try to spread out wide with four, get one into the box, let them sort of roam, and then look to attack into the box and then pass back out, try to reverse it to the far side, and really get the defense scrambling. But you have to string together multiple passes, and it typically relies more on the pass than the dribble.
Right. Serena Doman back into the game, replacing Alina McCulloch. Dicker for three, no good. And O'Hagan with a great box out. Apparently went off of her. It's going to stay Watertown ball.
I'm going to go back to where I started this quarter with the refs.
Watertown inbounds. Williams drives. Push shot no good. And Dolman comes up with a very important rebound. And then Adriana gets called for a foul. Just the second of the quarter for Watertown, and that is number 2 on Williams. Senior captain for Watertown. Mueller brings the ball up, finds Carmen. Arlington staying a little bit wider spread this time. That shot's blocked. Good defense by Toria Dicker. Lambo drives for Watertown, kicks it back out. And good job of Mueller flashing into the passing lane, making that a hard catch that's out of bounds off Watertown. Turnover there, so Arlington gets a possession. Good defense there. Would love Arlington get some points here, Jeff, at the end of the half.
Yeah, they don't have to erase the whole lead. Just try to shave 4 points off, 5 points off.
Yep. Unfortunately, another turnover for the Spy Ponders. We really just can't get into any flow or rhythm on offense. Toria Dicker drives for Watertown. It's going to be called for a travel.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, right? They're just telegraphing the passes a little too much. They're making it too easy for Watertown. It's I don't know, a couple of coaches who I always coach with, always say fake a pass to make a pass.
Right. Little misdirection.
Yeah.
McCulloch back into the game, replacing Meredith Carmen. Doman finds McCulloch out top. She'll drive to the left, kick it out to Mueller. She's open for three. She'll take it. That's going to be a little long, but good rebound by Doman.
Nice pass.
Finds Jardine, who throws it away to Watertown. Drive and kick from the Watertown team. Out to three is no good. But again, Watertown just able to grab the loose ball and get another offensive possession. Toria to Adriana. And there is under 20 seconds left, so Watertown gonna hold for one here. Good double team. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Shots up, no good. Doman gets it, finds Mueller. Mueller throws it up, and that's gonna end the first half. A ragged, we'll say, first half for the Arlington Spy Ponders, only putting up 4 in the second quarter. So offensively, Mueller leading the way with 7 of the 12. That's just not going to get it done. I mean, defensively, we struggled a little bit, but only gave up 23, and that was with a couple open threes and a couple of a lot of the press break and a lot of offensive rebounds. That's second, third chances for Watertown. Not probably the quarter that Coach Martinelli wanted to have. I do think the way we start this third quarter is going to dictate what happens the rest of the way in this game.
Yeah. A slow start is going to spell, I think, doom. They just don't have the firepower tonight to come back, I don't think, from 15 to 20 down. So they need to come out. They need to shave a few points off and then just keep whittling it down.
And with that, we're going to take a quick break, as it looks like the big raffle announcement is about to happen. So I'll put the mic on for that. Maybe we'll keep the sound going for the crowd noise, and we'll be back with you in the third quarter. And we're back, about to get the third quarter underway. Arlington trailing by 11 against Watertown. Looks like we're back to the same starting lineup, Jeff. So we've got senior captains Weezy Mueller and Alina McCulloch, joined by senior Mireya Noakes and Annika Sturma, and they are joined by sophomore Lucy Pogue. So it'll be Arlington basketball going left to right at the janky rim for the second half. So hopefully that brings us some good luck. And Mueller will bring it across half court, and we're underway. Sturma throws the ball into the middle, looking for a cutter. Wasn't there.
Yeah, unfortunately, she left her feet before she threw the pass, so she was sort of forced into that one.
And we had an incredibly exciting raffle drawing at halftime, so congratulations to Trish White for winning the Bruins tickets, and congratulations to Bridget Lucas for winning the Celtics tickets. Turnover on Watertown. It'll be Arlington basketball. Sturma has the ball, nobody's moving, and Lucy Pogue does come to the ball.
Oh boy.
And I think just stutter stepped, and the referee is going to call that. Martinelli imploring his team, just calm down, settle down, just play basketball. As Williams brings it over for Watertown. Gary out to Williams. Williams up top to number 12. Good defense here. But Watertown is able to,
fake.
Yeah, nice fake and recovery there. McCulloch pushes. Long shot up for Watertown, no good. That didn't hit anything, but offensive rebound straight back up by number 12, and she is having a great game tonight for Watertown. Mueller drives, finds McCulloch. Open, takes the outside shot, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Pogue is up and no good. And Arlington continues to struggle to score. Great defense by McCulloch to steal it. She finds Mueller, and that one will fall, thankfully. Important points there for Arlington to get the third quarter underway on the offensive side. Foul called on McCulloch. It'll be out of bounds on the side for Watertown.
While we have a quick break, quick shout out to our newest super fan, Jimmy the Super Dog, or Super Pup, latest addition to the Arlington basketball families in Arlington. So, hey, Jimmy.
Well, there you go. Good defensive help provided by Sturma there coming over. Might have even got a piece of that, getting the block there. Mueller finds McCulloch. She drives in and gets that one to go. Beautiful pass, lead pass by Mueller. McCulloch with the finish. And Arlington has cut the lead under 10. Dicker uses the screen, hands it up top, finds Williams on the side. Mueller tries to get the steal from behind, can't get it. Good anticipation by McCulloch, but really well done by number 3, attacking and coming to that pass to avoid the turnover. Toria puts one up. Nice spin move by Toria Dicker. Faking inside and finishing outside. Mueller plays off the O'Hagan screen. And Pogue is going to be fouled by Toria. First foul for Watertown in the quarter. Ball is lofted up into the middle, and Toria Dicker comes up with a steal. Jeff, I'm just noticing that Watertown is starting to, some of the players on Watertown are starting to drag a little bit. I think if we keep the intensity up and we keep trying to drive, we might force them into some turnovers, like what happened there with the traveling call. Sophomore number 10, Tessa McCulloch, into the game, replacing Annika Sturma. She will inbound the ball to Mueller. Mueller to McCulloch.
Yeah, and to your point, Lewis, I mean, again, at this point, I think turning it into a track meet, great basket, is certainly going to be in Arlington's best interest. So keep pressuring the ball, keep pushing the pace.
And you can even see it there. You know, Adriana's a great player, but she's walking it up. She's gassed. Toria, also a great player, starting to force some things. Again, I might be reading into it, but even there, we're so close to getting some steals. If we keep the pressure up and we get offensive rebounds, or defensive rebounds, which we're still not doing, we can get out and maybe get some easy buckets on the other side. Good defense by Mueller.
Get to that ball.
Just a half second too late to the ball, and Watertown able to find number 12, and she finishes.
Just so many easy baskets on these second looks for them, or second looks, third looks, fourth looks.
Mueller uses the O'Hagan screen, and she'll be fouled from behind by Adriana Williams, former club teammate, and that's the third foul on Adriana, which is an important player for them, Jeff. She's a key point guard for them, handles the ball a ton for Watertown. Not sure that their coach knows, or maybe he does know and doesn't care. She's playing no matter what. McCulloch throws that one away. Good recovery by O'Hagan. Can't get it. And Watertown with another 2 easy points. Mueller finds O'Hagan. O'Hagan goes up with it, and she'll be fouled. Go to the free throw line for 2. The foul's on Toria. And O'Hagan goes to the line for 2. Second foul on Toria Dicker. First one hits literally every part of the rim and maybe some of the backboard and falls out. Second shot also no good. And so Arlington back on the defensive side. Jeff looking for some turnovers.
Wow.
That seemed clearly off of number 12. Referee is going to maintain Watertown possession.
I think he has a magic 8 ball in his pocket and just shakes it for a call.
Good drive by number 12, but she thankfully misses that one. O'Hagan, turnover for Arlington. And again, just a sort of a choppy stretch here for the Spy Ponders. Can't really seem to get in any rhythm or flow. Good recovery by McCulloch. Jardine, good help in getting back out on the shooter. Watertown doing a nice job, Jeff, moving the ball side to side. Inside, outside, three-pointer is up and good.
Dagger.
That's just really good offense by Watertown.
Yep. Good crisp passes, good catches. Just keep moving it until you get the open shot.
Yep. O'Hagan screen for Mueller. Out to McCulloch. Stutter step. And she gets the 4th foul of the quarter on Watertown. And the foul starting to stack up for Watertown. Not sure it's going to be enough, especially if we don't start making some free throws, but good to see the referees are starting to call it a little tighter. Serena Doman back into the game, replacing Alina McCulloch. Mueller out to McCulloch. Drives and kicks it back to Mueller. She's open. She'll take that 3 off the front rim. That would have been a big one to get. Would have been a nice one. Couldn't go. Arlington trailing by 16 now. Watertown confidently moving the ball and driving. McCulloch comes up with the rebound, finds Mueller, and she'll push before Watertown, can get set up, but they do recover. Open three-pointer for Mueller is just out. These shots are just missing for the Spy Ponders, Jeff. It's painful to watch. We're getting good shots, they're just not falling.
Yeah.
Pogue back into the game, replacing Jardine. Ball's up top. O'Hagan fakes the handoff and drives and finishes. Nice
Good
play
drive
by Molina. Great drive.
Almost like Watertown set a pick on themselves.
I've seen that play work a couple times. I like that, the fake handoff and go.
Yep.
Serena Dome with the rebound. Finds Mueller. Passes up ahead to Pogue. Takes the dribble. No foul, no call, and that's going to be out of bounds. Watertown basketball. McCulloch back into the game, replacing O'Hagan. That's good defense by Arlington, forcing a turnover. Under a minute here left in the third quarter. Ball in, Doman to Mueller. Mueller finds McCulloch. She drives, puts the ball up, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound. Takes it out, finds Mueller. Screen by Doman. Mueller drives, finds McCulloch up top, fake. She drives and is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line because that is the 5th foul. So as the quarter winds down, Alina McCulloch to the line for 2 shots. First shot from McCulloch is good. And Adriana Williams comes out as I believe that was her fourth foul. Yeah, so again, opportunities there if Arlington is willing to attack them. Second shot from McCulloch rattles around and falls. So important possession here. See if Arlington can get a stop. Ball's up top to Digger. Passes out to number 3. She'll drive and shoot. She'll get fouled at the end of the quarter with 1 second on the clock. She'll go to the line for 2. First shot is good. Second shot rattles out. I don't know why the clock started before we touched it, but I'm not sure it would have made much difference. There was only a second and a bit left.
Yeah.
And that'll bring the third quarter to a close. Arlington trailing 35-22. There were moments in that quarter, Jeff. There were moments.
They had it to 9 on at least 2, if not 3 possessions. They stopped them each of those times on the primary Watertown possession, and each time they gave up a second, third, or fourth look, and each time Watertown took it from 9 back to 11, and then ultimately 13, and then 15, 16 on a three-pointer. We finished down 13, but I mean, they had opportunities where they easily could have gotten a rebound and gone right back up the court and cut it to 6 or 7. And at least then you look up the scoreboard and you believe it's a 2-possession game. We're right in this thing because truthfully, they didn't have to tie it up in the third. They simply needed to make it a 5, 6, 7-point game. And they had their chances to do it, but quite simply, right? Like misses aside, turnovers aside. If you don't rebound the basketball, you cannot win a game. Like you will never shoot a high enough percentage to win if you don't rebound the basketball. And you know, yes, there's boxing out involved. There's all sorts of things, but a lot of rebounding just simply comes to want to. You have to want to go get the basketball. You have to outwork, outfight, out-hustle. And there are absolutely girls on Arlington that are doing that, but collectively as a group, as a 5, they are not. And that's the single biggest difference right now to me.
So here we go, fourth quarter underway. Same squad that was out there to end the third begins the fourth. Defensive pressure is high. Good drive there, and great job by Mueller.
Nice work by Mueller.
It's going to be a jump ball, Arlington basketball, but great job by Weezy getting in there, getting her hands on the basketball. So we got the 2 senior captains out there with 3 sophomores here. Interesting lineup. We'll see how it works. Fresh legs for sure. Good ball movement so far. Pogue to McCulloch. She finds her sister up top. And Alina McCulloch drives and gets fouled. Good take, good drive, and more of that, Jeff, right?
Yeah.
If the middle's open, we got to attack it. Got to force the referees to make the call. That's 3 on number 3. Where the fouls are starting to pile up on some key players for Watertown. Got to convert some free throws, but, you know, scoring when the clock is stopped is the way we're going to get back into this game.
Absolutely.
First shot from McCulloch is up and good.
And McCulloch's been the one player for Arlington consistently tonight who is attacking the rim every time she touches the ball. And, you know, we're going to need another 7 minutes of that from her.
Second shot from McCulloch is good. Good talk, good activity on the defensive side. Toria Dicker gets into a little bit of trouble. Almost a turnover. Doman with the rebound, pushes it up to Mueller. Mueller's gonna, I thought, step into the 3 there. She'll drive. No call. Fouled on the way up, and I don't understand that at all. Good drive by Mueller. Great defensive pressure. Good job by Doman recovering there.
Wow.
I mean,
there's no consistency.
No, these 2 referees, they're calling 2 different games.
Yep.
I mean, Mueller got hit to the floor down there, no call, and then there, you know, Toria might have gotten fouled, but it was nothing compared to what happened to Mueller.
We talk about this in a lot of the games, right? You can live with tightly ref games. You can live with, you know, loosely ref games, but you need consistency from start to finish, and you need consistency at both ends. Without that, it turns into it's a mess.
Good activity on the defensive side there by the Spy Pawners, forcing a turnover. Mueller to McCulloch, fakes it, drives in, and we're going to get a foul. Who's that going to be on?
Didn't see that one.
Dawn Toria. Foul's on number 5, and that is her 3rd. Melina O'Hagan back into the game for Pogue. Caroline Andrade back in for Watertown. I'd argue she's been their best player tonight, Jeff. McCulloch to McCulloch, finding Mueller. Weezy has some space to operate, see what she decides to do here. Waits for the, no screen. And that's going to be another foul. So, again, they're calling it tight. Arlington can take advantage of that. That's the 3rd foul of the quarter. You can hear the Watertown coaches imploring their team not to foul anymore.
Which really should be a signal to McCulloch and Mueller.
To go.
Yep. Attack. They'll give you a path.
McCulloch into O'Hagan. O'Hagan straight up and one. Big bucket by Melina O'Hagan. That was a great post up. McCulloch kept the inbound pass low right to the hands, and O'Hagan made a nice fake one way, and she will get fouled. Chance at the 3-point play here. And that is the 4th foul already on Watertown with
shooting for the last 6.
Over 6 minutes to go. So O'Hagan with the free throw. And great stretch there by the Spy Pawners, Jeff. Cutting the lead down to 8.
Yep.
Lots of time left here in this game. Opportunity for some composure. Opportunity for some confidence here, maybe to be instilled in the squad, and just keep playing basketball.
Yep. And it looks, we'll see if he changes his mind after the timeout, but it looks like Arlington is going to come out and throw the press back on. So, again, right, like they definitely have the ability to create a couple turnovers out of this. You know, when they're dialed in and they're at their best, and they're healthy. And, you know, you can't overlook the fact that a lot of these girls are not healthy right now, which, you know, it slows them down. It wears them down. They don't have the same stamina that they typically have. But when they're at their best, they can really raise some havoc when they press.
So Martinelli sticking with the lineup that's making a little bit of a run here. Again, I think this lineup is well positioned, Jeff, to run the press.
Yep.
Got some length, got some athleticism. Yep.
Absolutely. The key is having that blend between all of it. Good trap.
Passes up and over to
Someone's
Lambo.
got to be there though.
Yeah, it was opportunity there, but again, Arlington doing a nice job with the press and recovering.
Yep. Again, the key is, right, they put some pressure on. They had an opportunity, but the last defender had to be back under the hoop, so no problem there. And they didn't give up an easy bucket. So, again, you make them set up. I think she had her on the arm.
She did. It was good defense all the way. Just unlucky, I think, at the end there, reaching down. The referee saw it. Yep. So Watertown to the line for 2. First shot, a little strong. Jardine into the game for Doman. Really good stretch there by Serena, bringing great energy, flying around, causing havoc on defense. Good minutes for Serena Doman. Second shot is good. So 1 for 2 there for Watertown. And Arlington with a chance here to continue to cut into the Watertown lead. Mueller drives. Back out to Tessa McCulloch. She surveys. Nothing there. Bounce pass to Mueller. She's open for 3.
Good shot by McCulloch.
McCulloch goes in and gets the tie up. Great hustle by her. It will be Watertown ball, but good to see the Spy Ponders are starting to attack the glass. Press is on for the Spy Ponders. Toria bodies Tessa McCulloch out of the way and be a foul on Tessa. Some senior on sophomore violence there, Jeff. Dicker drives and kicks it out. Shot's no good. O'Hagan with the rebound.
Shatter from behind.
O'Hagan's able to get it out to Mueller.
I think Watertown was lucky they didn't get called for a foul.
I was thinking the same thing. They had the right ref there for them.
Yep. See no evil, hear no evil, do no evil.
Mueller finds McCulloch up top. She passes to her sister. McCulloch looking to drive, can't get around Toria. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock, bounce pass to Mueller. Mueller finds O'Hagan. What a beautiful pass and finish.
Good look.
Mueller keeping her head up, attacking into the center of the defense.
Right here.
And Arlington scrambling
they
back.
Really could come up with a stop. It would be huge.
Arlington is able to get back into defensive pressure. Shot for number 12 is up and no good. Mueller with the rebound.
Look up.
And she'll bring it up. Almost had a long pass there from McCulloch, but wisely didn't have the angle on it, so decided to wait. Drives around. And that'll stay Arlington ball. A little bit of a tough angle there on that pass as Mueller got a little too deep, and the Watertown coach has seen enough of that. He's bringing Adriana back into the game, despite the fact that she has 4 fouls. So it's just something that I think Wheezy needs to be alert to potentially in attack.
Absolutely.
Mueller into McCulloch. McCulloch to McCulloch. And Tessa surveys and finds Mueller. Adriana's playing up aggressively. McCulloch drives on Toria, forces one up, can't get it to go. And Arlington falls back into their defense.
Backdoor.
Good help by O'Hagan. Good defense. Jardine lobs it over, finds number 12. It's gonna. How are you making that? I'm sorry, I can't.
That's the wrong ref.
I can't.
The back ref can't be making that call. I mean, he's calling what he thinks he sees, whereas the ref who's 3 feet away, who has the call.
And that, I think in that situation, you either call a charge or it's no call. And if you're not going to call the charge, just let it play on.
Yep.
Andre to the line. First one's good.
And truthfully, you know, just to be fair on this, right? Based on the defensive player's position, it shouldn't have been a charge because she's under the low block, which is supposed to be like the no charge zone.
Yep.
Which is fine.
Yep.
But it's a no call.
It's not a foul, that's for sure. Second free throw is good. So Watertown pushes the lead back to 9, but it still remains under 10. Critical 3 minutes here for the Spy Ponders. Mueller uses the O'Hagan screen. Nothing doing. McCulloch inside to Pogue. Back out to McCulloch, over to Mueller. Mueller drives. No call. McCulloch on the ball, on the ground. It's got to be a jump ball. Oh, we got to travel.
How is that?
That's okay, so it's a travel. He pointed the wrong way. It's going to stay Arlington basketball, thankfully.
And I do think we're unfortunately at the point where pretty much from a defensive standpoint, Arlington really can't give up any more points. It's going to have to be a blank from here.
And O'Hagan with a nice drive, couldn't get that one to go.
Is that the 5th now in Arlington?
It is.
Just a little situational awareness there that, you know, it's one thing to go for the ball, but we just can't be sending him to the line.
Yeah. Brooke Lambeau to the line for 2. First one is good. Pushes the lead back to 10. Second shot is short. And Isabella is going to be able to tie that one up. It'll be Arlington ball. A little confusion. I don't think the Watertown coach realized that the call down here was a travel, not a jump ball. So it is Arlington basketball. Mueller brings it up. Arlington would like to see maybe a little more urgency here, given that they're down 10 with 2.5 minutes to go. O'Hagan to McCulloch. McCulloch drives into Brooke Lambeau, and she blocks that shot. And Watertown's just going to take their time. Watertown patiently moving the ball around. Good defense. And Watertown is given the timeout. Arlington a little frustrated that the timeout was given and not a jump ball in that situation. And at this point, I think it becomes, you know, just try to finish this game strong. See if you can cut down the lead, cut into that point differential slightly. Watertown's got a good record this year, has a good ranking. If there's any way for us to get this game a little bit closer, it actually helps us overall in the rankings.
Even though it's a D2.
Yeah, their overall ranking is they're double digits. They're 10 plus right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're about 7.5. So
got it.
Keep it close, and it will help us. Playing them brings up our opponent overall rating. So just anything we can do to cut into the point differential is a benefit.
Got it.
Pogue back into the game, replacing Isabella Jardine. Watertown to inbound under the basket. Adriana's shot is good. It's a two-point shot. Nice play. Nice shot by her. Mueller drives. Uses the O'Hagan screen. Oh, Melina is able to go up with that. What a finish by Melina O'Hagan. She's doing such a good job this year, Jeff. When she catches that ball, she keeps it high, and she's able to go right back up. Nice touch. Gets that one to go. She'll go to the line. Opportunity here to get that lead under 10. Free throw rims out. McCulloch with the offensive rebound. Mueller goes up. Can't get it to go. Pogue with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Mueller. Come on, Weezy, get that 3 in. Can't get it. And Watertown comes up with the ball. Good chances there for Arlington. Just, again, can't quite get the shots to fall when we need them. Travel, I think. Yep, travel before the shot went up. Great job by Poe getting over there, forcing the extra step. Arlington with a chance to cut into that lead. McCulloch to inbound the ball to Mueller. Mueller finds McCulloch. McCulloch into O'Hagan. And shots blocked. Molina was double teamed there. Sometimes, you know, I know she's trying to score. I think there's opportunities there kicking the ball out for an open shot. And McCulloch's going to get called for a foul there, and that's okay. We're trying to stop the clock. We're trying to get the ball back. It'll send Toria Dicker to the line for 2 as we're under a minute here in the fourth quarter. First shot for Toria is pure. Second shot also good, and Watertown lead is 12. Aline McCulloch passes into Mueller. Up top to McCulloch. She'll find Pogue. Pogue into O'Hagan. O'Hagan up. And Watertown with a good defensive effort there. Gets the rebound. And Adriana's going to wait for the foul by Mueller, which comes. And now Adriana will go to the line for 2. First shot is good. Second shot falls.
Great stroke.
Yeah, she can shoot it. Mueller brings the ball over, 25 seconds left. Up top to O'Hagan. She drives, can't get it to go. Pogue, McCulloch, and scrum. Watertown comes up with the ball. 10 seconds left, and that's going to do it. Watertown's going to win this one 45-31. And Arlington will move to 5-7. So as we wind down here, Mueller, Alina, and Molina with good scoring nights. 9 for Mueller and O'Hagan, 11 for Alina McCulloch. 3 assists for Weezy along the way. Good game for her overall. A couple rebounds on the board. Serena Doman in there, yeoman's work, 5 rebounds, leading rebounder, looks like, for the Spy Ponders tonight. Yeah, Jeff, just another tough game. Kind of a little bit of a down stretch here for Arlington in, we'll call it mid-season. They're still, you know, what are we at, 5-6, 5-7 now, so 8 games to go. Unfortunately, only 2 of those 8 are going to be home. So 2-6 in terms of home versus road games the rest of the way. Couple closing thoughts from you, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I mean, disappointing, no doubt. I mean, obviously, look, quality Watertown team. It's just disappointing because, again, win or lose, you want to know that you went in with your full squad, healthy, and you gave it your best game possible. And again, right, like, I think with the team we had, with their health condition, I think they gave it everything they had. Like, I'll never question the effort that this team puts into it. But you could just tell in some of the little things that were going on tonight that were different than most of the other games this season. It's not a healthy team. They're battling illness across the lineup, and that shows up. It shows up in every aspect of the game. And basketball's a tough game. It's a physical game, and Arlington's single biggest strength, and we've harped on this, is their athleticism, their ability to push pace. And at some point when you're sick and you can't breathe right, and you've been fighting illness for weeks, that catches up with you. And I think that showed up tonight in a variety of ways. The least of which was the rebounding.
Yep.
So again, credit to Watertown. They won the game. They were the better team tonight. But again, I'd love a rematch with a fully healthy squad.
Yeah, I agree with all that. So in closing, Arlington will be on the road for 2 games next week, facing off against Lexington on Tuesday and then Winchester on Friday. We'll be back here on air in 2 weeks for senior night, Friday, February 7th, here against Reading High School. For Miles Donato, Jeff Spector, Brad Carmen, and Alex Mueller, I'm Lewis McCulloch, wishing you a great night and a fantastic weekend.